There we go. Except it's covering me up. That's not wonderful. There. Alright, options. Cool. All looks fine to me. Normal. Average difficulty, a difficult setting, nightmare. Just do normal to start. Oh, I should update my stream info. Let's do that real quick. Edit stream info. Starting Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. There we go. Okay. Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'd be home today, too. Estelle. And Shara's gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estelle. Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though, I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estelle. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? Not all little girls, come on. I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you go play outside with it on. Thank you, Estelle. Sensible girl. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Is that my present? Oh, you're a sharp one. Now why don't you come have a look? What? Your present's a little brother. Well, here you are. Quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present a boy? Don't make such a fuss or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Looks kind of dead, if you ask me. I've treated his wound, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I'd appreciate it. Okay. Wow. Hey, I brought you a present. It's a boy. He sure sleeps soundly, and he almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. Really? He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair, and a pair of amber eyes to go with it. That's nice and all, but how about you come clean and fess up? Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? And why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray mommy? Wow! The questioning coming from this kid. Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? No doubt from Sherazard, I assume. Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl's gonna get me into trouble one of these days with all her nonsense. Hey, Twilight Rose. Welcome in. We beat The Legend of Zelda earlier, and we got the true ending of Hollow Knight, which was really cool. And now we're starting a brand new game called The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky that my friend Joe gifted to me. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. And I don't even know his name. You mean Bracer Business? Something like that. Looks cute. I like the character portraits so far. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. So this dude brought his daughter home a present, and it's a boy, apparently. Wow, his eyes really are the color of amber. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please just try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? How are you doing tonight, Twilight Rose? Welcome into the stream. Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassius Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey! She jumped on him! You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just going to make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estelle Bright. She's my daughter. Won't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute, don't try and change the sub. Stop jumping on him, he's hurt. Ow, quit yelling. Alright already. But you jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either, thank you. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Didn't you just say that? Do I hear yelling? Never mind, just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estelle while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name. You know, that thing that people call you? I told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? It seems like the logical thing to do if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine, my name is... Fade to black. Don't you understand, Cassius? I'm an anime protagonist. Tragic plot follows me wherever I go. Right? Looks like we got an opening. The Legend of Heroes. Trails in the Sky. Looks a lot like Estelle in our wounded anime protagonist. So obviously they'll team up to go on an adventure together. There's Cassius with his red bow. Fortune teller lady with ample chest. Oddly attractive blonde-haired man who apparently has guns. Must be anime, like, kicking and punching. Looks like Dan Hibiki from Street Fighter. Oh, it's an invitation to Smash! Jeez. Alright, I'm not a simp, but... Cassius. Are you simping a little bit for Cassius? Mm-hmm. Very epic music. Dude with red hair and a big sword. Looks like a red-haired cloud, almost. No. Yes. Grandma! Airship. Something that looked kind of like the Great Wall of China type thing. Big moss-covered tower. Somebody who looks very kind, but it's probably very evil. Hooray! The opening! I'm actually going to take a quick moment and check on one thing real quick. Opening up my game list. PSP. I do. I thought I did. I'll be right back. That's it. There you are. All right, I'm back. So it turns out that I actually own this game on the PSP. I've never played it. I just have it as part of my collection. Like, the stuff looked really familiar. All right, Ginger Cloud is cool too. I'm looking forward to meeting that dude. Ginger Cloud. Wow. Can't believe you used that word. How dare you? Not Hollow Bug. You missed it, Vanilla. I played Hollow Bug like an hour ago. I got through one of the Pantheons. Actually, two of the Pantheons, and I almost got through the fourth one. And then I went and beat the Radiance. So I did get the true ending. I just apparently did it before you got here. Sorry. Still sleeping? Ugh, it's so bright in here. I mean, you've got the curtains tied off and the window, like, not covered at all. What do you expect? Yawn. I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua's still in bed. So it was the main character named Joshua then? Is Ginger a bad word? Should I have called him Redhead Cloud? I guess that's a no. Some people find Ginger to be a bad word or kind of an offensive word. I don't really care too much either way, as long as it's not being used in an offensive manner. But some people out in the world don't like being called gingers if they're redheads. You can call him Redhead Cloud, you can call him Ginger Cloud, I don't care. Apparently Joshua plays an instrument. Well, I guess I'd better get myself ready then too. It sounds like a harmonica. Looks like a harmonica. Duly noted, thanks. Be right back. Gotta go watch VOD. Enjoy the VOD, Vanilla. Yeah, we did the fourth Pantheon, and we got all the way up to the Pure Vessel. And then we got our asses kicked by the Pure Vessel. So I'll go back and kill it at some point. Just not tonight. Not yet. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Is the music kind of loud? Because the music sounds a little bit loud in my headset. So is the music kind of loud for any of you? Let me know. Good morning, Estelle. I hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. I mean, if you call, like, being awake in bed up, I guess. I can't believe how awake you are, though. Even the roosters still have bags under their eyes. Not that I mind, what with that siren song of yours gently lulling this beautiful woman from her slumber. Who talks like that? This is not a conversation I feel like you would hear in everyday life. Music is a hair too loud, but it's not that bad. Alright, I'll turn it down a little bit. Let me know if that's any better. What do you mean, woman? We're the same age, and I'm hardly a man. Tisk, how wrong you are, Joshua. We may be the same age, but I am clearly the woman of the house. I mean, there's no other women living here, apparently, so yeah. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, how fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is a nice tune though, cheerful yet somehow wistful. Music's perfect. Cool. Thanks for the feedback. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. Or, what's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. He made Dare vibes off Estelle. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I start to feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All your hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. No girl is going to be impressed with just that. I mean, in the opening trailer we saw he had 2 swords, so I assume he'll fight with those. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? Are you really, like, fetish shaming, Joshua? How dare you shame her for her fetishes? That's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from bug collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estelle, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? Wait, so Joshua's calling him Dad now, too? Did he adopt him? Got spanked by Papa Pure Vessel. Yeah, I kinda did. It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay, I'm on my way. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estelle? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot, grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat, but don't forget to pour that energy into your work, too. We don't kink shame in this house, Joshua. That's right. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers, just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid anymore either. Unless you're a furry. No, we don't kink shame furries either. I've met several very pleasant, very nice furries. I have nothing against them. You still lack understanding, Estelle. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estelle, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Please tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estelle. Didn't he literally just say they're going to be testing us later on everything we've learned? Like, was she spaced out for that? You know, the one that checks whether or not we've mastered the skills we've been learning and training. Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap, totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or other. I honestly don't know how you've survived this long, Estelle. Your brain is like a sieve. Papa is sad. That's a strange statement to make. Papa is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, over-optimistic personality? Ha! You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estelle. Shara's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting. So, a lot of exposition here. Speaking of it, I gotta renew my furry hunting license. It's not funny, Vanilla. Not funny at all. These two have violent sibling energy to the point that I'm gonna cringe right out of my skin if they get together. I mean, I guess they're not blood related, but yeah, the sibling energy is very strong, so if they end up romantically involved, it's going to be a little awkward. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I'd like to eat, huh? How about Ron-styled scalloped fish in a balsamic vinegar sauce? What's that? I think that's a little more than Estelle's cooking skills can handle, or our stomachs. You're right, I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. What a jerk! I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. Wow! Shaming the cooking skills. How rude, but I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I'd like you to pick me up a copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. What an interesting name. Liberal. I'm going to call it Liberal, just so it doesn't quite sound like liberal. Liberal News from the General Goods Store. They're supposed to be in the latest edition in today. Got it. One copy of the Liberal News from the General Goods Store. Received 500 Mira. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're headed out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Sherazard my regards. Oh, cool, we get to... So... Keyboard doesn't... Okay, I can use the arrow keys to move on the keyboard. Is there any way to, like, if I want to interact with something? I see. By the way, Dad, is it going to be alright if you stay home at home like this instead of going to the guild today? You haven't been there for a couple of days now. Unfortunately, I have a lot of paperwork to sort out. But don't you worry, I'm carrying a big enough workload that the guild's not likely to fire me anytime soon. That's not exactly the most convincing thing I've heard come out of your mouth. Alright, so we can move around with the mouse. That's convenient. I guess I can play the entire game with the mouse. This is Joshua's room, I guess. It's where they put him on the bed. Can we move the camera? Yes, yes we can. Okay. It's a little interesting to be doing it with the scroll wheel on the mouse. So is this Estelle's room then? Yeah, this is Estelle's room. We can rest. We don't need to. We're at full everything. We haven't done anything yet. So is this Cassius's room? Ooh, there's a chest. Open the chest. Open it. Open it now. First rule of RPGs. If there's chests, you just get whatever's inside. Damn it. Up on the balcony. Interesting. So this is where he was playing the harmonica earlier. But the... Okay, no. So he went all the way upstairs and around, I suppose. There's a standing log for staff practice. Cool. I don't see anything else we can really do, so let's head on out. Elise Highway. Let's turn it so we can kind of see where we're going. Are we going to get into like any random encounters or anything? Doesn't seem like it. North Roland, 49 Selge. South Garoon Gate, 259 Selge. There'll probably be something blocking us off from going south, I would assume. Maybe not. Oh, City of Roland. I guess we accidentally went north, thinking we were going south because I had the camera turned. It looks like we made good time. Not too early or too late, either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. I never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place, so I don't know why you'd expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then, let's get to it and make it through this last hazing from Shara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Shara at the Bracer Guild over there then. Let's leave. Okay. Oh, I see the map up in the upper right-hand part now. Okay, so we did have it rotated. West Bright House. South Garoon Gate, but we came from the south, and that was just the house. Estelle, Roland City is in the opposite direction. You're not sleepwalking again, are you? How about you just be quiet and keep your comments to yourself? Alright, so it is blocking us off from going south, like I thought it would be. So is our house back over here to the northwest, then? Seems likely. Yes. Okay. File, save. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save. Why not? Option. Background music. Here we go. Turn that down just a little bit. No, I didn't. Does it save exactly where we are? It looks like it. Okay, well now that we turn the music in-game down a little bit, we can turn this back up a smidge. There we go. You're back from your task. What did you miss? Really, not much. We found the town, and we're supposed to go to the Bracer Guild to meet Scheherazade, or Shahara, whatever their name is. General goods, arms and guards. Sounds like a weapon shop to me. Top of the morning to you kids. Good morning, Mr. Elgar. Good morning, sir. Well, you're up rather early, aren't you? Correct me if I'm wrong, but today is your last day of training, isn't it? I seem to remember you saying something about it last time I had you run the store. What, they help run the store? Yes, that's right. I see. Well, I'm sure you'll do just fine, Joshua. Now, Estelle, on the other hand, I've got good reason to worry. She's always been a bit scatterbrained ever since she was a child. Probably all the knocks she took to the head playing with the boys. Really? So I guess that scattered brain trait isn't something new, huh? I'll give you a head injury if you don't shut up. And don't call me scatterbrained. Okay, you two, let's not fight now, and shouldn't you be able to... How is he going to tell them to not fight when he instigated the entire thing? What the hell? Got it right, Scheherazade. Yeah, I actually have a Nintendo game called the Magic of Scheherazade, and I learned how to pronounce the name based on that game. Scheherazade's also the one from the 101 Arabian Nights, or 100 Arabian Nights? 101 Arabian, whatever it is. It seems like just yesterday that Estelle was clinging all over Cassius, and now she's a bracer. It looks like I'm getting old. She's not a bracer yet. We haven't taken the test. Silly man. Okay. The weapons I can't afford. They only give +3 and +4 respectively. They both have leather vests equipped. Neither of them have leather boots, which is very minimal. It's only 2 defense. Prevents poison, blind, and sleep. Well, the first thing I need to... Don't fight in here, gentlemen. This is the war room, right? Naming conventions. We need to get the liberal news. Good morning, Mr. Renan. Hello there, Estelle and Joshua. You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? Now that you mention it, are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Stragas? Unbelievable. You've actually already forgotten why we came in here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of the Liberal News for Dad, right? Of course. Haha, you've always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estelle? I'm afraid that the new Stregas aren't out yet. If you're after the latest issue of the Liberal News, though, I should have them in around noon. Noon, huh? That's right in the middle of our training at the guild house. We'll stop by again after our training is over. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. So the two of you are going to be bracers, are you? I'm jealous. I wanted to be a bracer when I was a kid, too. You could probably say that every boy in Liberal wants to be a bracer at least once in their lives. Except that this one's a girl. Why do you have to make such a big deal out of things, Joshua? There are other female bracers like Shara, too. I didn't mean it in a bad way. We'll hang in there and study hard. Oh, he'll set aside a copy of the news for us. That's nice. What do we got in general? We got tear balm, purging balm, reviving balm, insulating tape. Insulating tape cures mute. Quick fix tape to repair a neutralized orbment. And it looks like ingredients maybe for cooking. Not going to spend any money until we buy the paper. Bloom. The morning air is so crisp and fresh. Let's see. It's about time I water my lovely flowers. Well, when do you water your not lovely flowers? And why are you discriminating on your flowers based on their loveliness? That's rude. Nothing up there. Oops. Didn't mean to leave town. I was trying to go this way. Hi. The weather is so wonderful and revitalizing today. I have this strange feeling that something good is going to happen. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Estelle and Joshua, how have you been? This person's name is Fate. Good morning, Mr. Fate. Good morning, sir. How's your father, Cassius? Is he doing well? Yep, he's doing so well it might even surprise you. I don't think there's anyone else his age who's in such good shape. Haha, is that so? My daughter's really wanting to see him, but he hasn't shown his face around here in a while. Could you give him a message for me? Tell him that Fate says he'd like to talk about the old days sometimes. Sure, we'll tell him. Hey Joshua, how does Mr. Fate know Dad so well again? I know they're friends and all, but I've heard that they were battle buddies during their days in the Royal Army. Oh yeah, that's right. So they just had a whole like whispered conversation right next to this dude. I can't climb the ladder? No. Okay. So it looks like just a lot of random people to talk to. I'm not really finding anything valuable. What's this? Let's see here. It looks like my husband's gone to work. Eurydice. I'd better do the housework quickly and head out to take care of the shopping. Radford. Farming, mining, and timber. Those are the three major industries here in Roland. It's no exaggeration to say that these industries are what support Roland economically. The timber industry, which grows forests and in turn uses the trees as a resource, began at Queen Alicia's behest. No matter how abundant the woods and forests are here in Roland, they're not limitless. Her Majesty the Queen has a good head on her shoulders and a real knack for business. Okay. Still, like I'm not finding any like hidden items or anything, and that kind of bothers me. My husband works in the Malga mine to the north of here, Frissa. He left here at the crack of dawn. Sometimes he doesn't even come home for days on end. He must get very lonely. My daddy's job is digging holes, and he finds lots of pretty rocks inside. He says they're called septium. I apparently can't turn the camera in here. Ah, that girl is so cute. I've got to be courageous and try to talk to her. What girl? Like you're looking that way. That girl? I mean, I guess they're about the same height. The weather's so wonderful. Ellie. Well, do it, man. Go talk to her. I'm going to come back here real quick and see what's out here. Probably nothing. Yep, nothing. I've always said it Eurydice. Ah. I'm basing it off of playing Hades and kind of the pronunciation of that. I don't know if it's the right way. Good morning, Claire. Good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Did the two of you really become bracers? What? How did you know? That's because working in the media is my future goal. I'm going to join the Liberal News Service and work hard as a reporter. Don't take my information lightly either. Oh, sure thing. My gut feeling says the two of you are going to be in the tabloids. Well, thanks. Isn't it romantic that you two lovers are bracers who stand for justice? Lovers. Ooh. I have this feeling that a juicy drama is about to unfold. Lovers? Joshua and I aren't lovers, we're family. You really don't understand anything, Estelle. Joshua's adopted and things could go either way in the future, right? Plus, leaving it at that would surely please the readers. Readers? Anyway, I'm looking forward to the both of you in more ways than one. This little girl's creepy. She's kind of creepy, man. Sarah, cough, cough. Unbelievable. My husband knocked over his bookshelves again. The room is now so dusty I can't go inside. Glory of the Kingdom, Compendium of Orbment Technology, Guide to the Rolent Region, the Septian Church, and the Bracer Guild. Hi, Rhett. I wonder where that book I just bought the other day went. It looks like I'm going to have to put these books in order. Why are they not in order already? That's no way to live, Rhett. Look at the disorganization in this room. How dare you? No! Peak cringe, I hate it. The shipping Josh and Estelle, I mean, yeah. There's a notebook sitting on top of the desk. I'm a bracer. I live in a small rural town and maintaining peace in the region is what my job is all about. Today I received some job requests from a few clients, so I set off for where duty called. My first job was to milk some cows on the farm nearby. The next was to help turn over some fields. Who was anyone kidding? That kind of job was a cinch when it came to my skill with a pitchfork. For my last job of the day, I was to babysit. At first I thought watching a bunch of kids would be easy, but it turned out that I was wrong. Dead wrong. To my dismay, there were 7 whiny kids in the house. Even for a professional like myself, 7 kids are a bit much, but I am a bracer, and I will do my duty. I got to work and cradled the ones who wouldn't stop crying, changed their messy diapers, broke up fights over toys, and even managed to do a ton of small jobs around my client's house like washing the laundry, cleaning up, and taking their dog for a walk. Even when I got hungry and felt like I had no more energy to go on, I didn't forget my duty to report to the guild. If I gave up, what a loser I'd be in front of everyone. After going through all this and arriving at the guild, the other bracers in the office stared at me in amazement. That's right, you guessed it. I'm famous for being a bracer in this town. Other bracers paying attention to me like this is what I have to deal with every day. They're probably all just jealous of my superior skills. Anyway, where were we? Okay, I remember now. So I was on my way to report to the receptionist when suddenly somebody grabbed me by the collar from behind. Turning around, I realized that it was someone more scary than any monster alive. It was my dad. After thwacking me a good one on the head, he yelled so loud that everyone could hear. So you think you can just run off and play bracer every day without ever bothering to help your mother out around the house, huh? After that, my dad dragged me all the way home and then lectured me until who knows when. I didn't do anything wrong either. Seriously, what the heck? I was self-appointed bracer. Today I'm off again to maintain peace in the region and solve whatever problems need solving at the requests of my clients. That boy, Maggie. Where could Luke have gone? He took out without a bite of breakfast. So Luke is probably a small boy self-appointing himself a bracer. My mans takes their job seriously, and I respect them for it. Very seriously. Cafe, a bend bar. Yes, I've already made arrangements regarding the lumber. I'm looking into the septium right now. Simon, listen to me and listen well. Right now is the time for us to purchase lumber and septium. Ignoring the potential risks, I'm going to buy as much as I can with the budget. Welcome! Oh, Estelle and Joshua. It's been a while, hasn't it, Alyssa? Is there something going on today? Could it be that you're on a date together? Yeah, right. We're actually on our way to bracer training now. Oh, is that all? Everyone from Sunday school seems to have decided on a career or goal and is working hard to achieve it. As expected, you're a bit different than everyone else, though. What? Is there something wrong with that? No, not at all. I just thought it was very like you to pick the unusual route, that's all. Oh, that's right. Tio decided she was going to help out at her parents' farm. She even said for all of us all to go up and visit her sometime. So that's what Tio decided on, huh? Crunch, smack, slurp. Chew, chew, chew. Munch, munch, munch. Gulp. I get so hungry working in the mines. Man's got an appetite. I started working here at Faulkner because the owner said he let me manage the bar. After they started the morning and lunch service, however, I've been more of a waiter than anything else. No, not you. I want to talk to Faulkner. Get out of the way! Shop. French fries for 200 money. Flowery soda. Cures poison. Wow. Imagining if soda cured poison in real life. That'd be amazing. They're circling the drain of legal incest and I can only watch in horror. Let me actually move the camera down just a smidge. No, I'm not centered. Good enough. Denzel. Yo, Estelle and Joshua, aren't you a pair of early birds today? Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Denzel. Denzel? I'm gonna call him Denzel, kind of like Denzel Washington. Is my man selling wholesome pasta? It did say wholesome pasta. In response to the requests of my customers, I started offering breakfast. Today's special is wholesome pasta. It's superbly al dente. I'm not going to buy anything because I want to make sure I have enough money for the paper whenever that becomes available. What's upstairs? Tabitha. Let's see. Yesterday's sales totaled... our breakfast service has been going really well. Sometimes my husband comes up with some good ideas. Sometimes. That means a lot of the time he doesn't come up with good ideas. I'll take your entire stock. Everyone needs some good wholesome pasta in their lives. Orbment Factory. That's the general store. Okay, I guess I should probably... The clock tower. I kind of want to see the inside of the clock tower. Of the pasta, yes. Mr. Paddington! Now I know that voice from somewhere. Oh ho ho, well, what have we got here? Cassius's naughty daughter and clever son, huh? Naughty daughter? Like, why are you calling her the naughty daughter? Just when I thought you hadn't been around in a while, you show up all grown. Are you here every day, Mr. Paddington? This place has become somewhat of a new home for me. I intend to spend the remainder of my days guarding this clock. There's a ladder that goes up to the observation deck. What's wrong, Estelle? Something on your mind? It's nothing, really. How about we climb up to the observation deck? Sure, I guess. I wonder what that little pause beforehand was for. Does it do it again? No. Weird. That's an exit. We're running out of places to look at. Hotel Roland. Ooh, fancy. The mayor's residence. Wow, this whole thing is the mayor's residence? It's got a big house. Lita, I am so busy. This mansion is quite big. I've got the serving, cleaning, and washing to do. Mornings are so busy for a maid. I'm not really seeing any point to exploring these places. It's nice that we move so quickly. She's the naughty daughter because of her apparently well-known shoe fetish, I guess. Well, the shopkeeper knew that she has a shoe fetish, and other people. Oh, good morning, Estelle and Joshua. Mayor Klaus. Good morning, Mayor Klaus. Good morning. He's got a character portrait, so he must be semi-important. I've been hearing great things about the both of you. So you're undergoing bracer training, are you? Having such youngsters sign up all by themselves to become bracers and protect everyone is inspiring. I expect great things out of you. We'll do our best. That's a big safe. If that is a safe, it looks like a safe. We're up on his balcony, which is useless. Alright, that's enough exploring. Let's just go where we need to go. Let's go find the Bracers Guild place. Church. Father Divine. What a inspired name. It's been a while since I saw the both of you. I'm impressed to see you visiting the chapel so early in the morning. Good morning, Father Divine. Good morning. You were habitually late and played hooky more than a few times during your Sunday school days, Estelle. So have you changed your attitude on life since you graduated? A bit, I guess. It looks like there's a little time before morning mass begins. So how about I give you both a special sermon? No thanks. Why am I getting thrown into the mix here? Good morning, ma'am. Good morning. Mylene. My, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua. Good morning. Where are you off to this morning? It must be tough waking up so early. We're not going to answer her. We're just going to walk away. Sister May. It's almost time for Mass. Mylene is already here, so I best hurry along. I know I said I was tired of exploring, but I just can't help it. It's been so ingrained into me to explore everything in RPGs and stuff. Everyone is just roasting the shit out of Estelle. Yeah, they are. At least she's being pretty good-natured about it. Ooh, look, it's a little grate. Uni. Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Good morning, Uni. Aren't Luke and Pat with you today? They were here just a minute ago. The two of them suddenly took off and went somewhere. There's like a little sewer grate there. Makes me think that'll be important later on in the game. Little shed type thing. Alright, have we finally explored everything for the most part? Sure seems like it. That's the arms. This is the general store, right? No, that's the little passage we took. That's the general store. We didn't go in here. Let's just go in here. Hey, if it isn't Joshua and Estelle. Hey, Freddy. How are those orbments working out for you that we tuned the other time you were here? In your case, Estelle, it's not whether the orbment is good or bad. The problem lies in the way you use it. You're always jumping into things without a second thought, so you end up being slow to learn. If you just start thinking before you started swinging, then you'd learn twice as much. Well, excuse me for sucking. There, no need to get upset. Everyone has these problems when they first start out. If you can get the hang of things, you gradually be able to handle them better. That's right, I'm gonna master using this as quick as I can and surpass even Joshua. Yeah, whatever. When I first entered the Zeiss Central Factory, I pretty much couldn't use one of these things either. Even you couldn't use one, Freddy? Yeah, but I can still become an engineer even if I can't use one. But since you're aiming to become a bracer, you'll have to learn how. Arg. Hey, I'm still setting up shop. Ah, Estelle and Joshua, you seem to be here rather early. Good morning, Mr. Melders. Good morning, sir. We appreciate you fixing that orbment light the other day. Speaking of orbment lights, isn't the one outside our house burned out? We should get that replaced ASAP. Orbments sure are a daily life necessity, aren't they? When I was a lad, there weren't any of these orbment thingies. Now we can get fire and light with the mere flip of a switch, and even ships fly in the skies. I don't like it. Don't you kids think... Wait, think... Bleh. Don't you kids think things are way too convenient these days? I can talk, really. I wasn't prepared for it. Well, excuse me for sucking, and I spat out my drink. Oh, my lord. I actually screenshot that screen. I'm gonna save that. Excuse me for sucking. Oh, crap. There he goes again about the old days. Yeah, well, if you just learn to shut your big trap. When I was young, I made things a reality through hard work and sweat. Sweat, I tell ya. It'd be nice if the young kids these days knew the meaning of the phrase hard work. You're probably right. Crotchety old man. Alright, we explored all of this crap, right? Did we come in here? Yeah, we did. Okay, so we went in here, right? Yeah, that was the lady with the bookcases and the guy with disorganized books. We didn't go into the hotel, which was over here. Wait, two little kids running around. Is that Luke and... Take me with you. I'm the one who told you about the place to begin with. Are they just running in circles? Yes. If you want to go with me, you're going to have to catch me first. I'm the one who discovered it. I'm blocking the way, so technically he has caught you. Well, whatever. Alright, we can't do anything with them. Let's just take a peek in the hotel, since that's the last place we haven't looked at. Wow, look at the size of this bathroom. Welcome to the Hotel Roland. Vern, are you here to spend the night? Vern, it's us, don't you remember? I know, I was just joking, Estelle. I was practicing my greeting just now. Oh, really? Did you ever notice that Vern teases people with a straight face while being courteous at the same time? It's probably because he can. Linen room, employees only. You know, Estelle, if you pass your exam, you'll be the second female bracer here in Roland after Scheherazade. Oh, and good luck to you too, Joshua. Trade. Space Zeph. Interesting. Yeah, so the person's name is not Scheherazade, it's Scherzard. It's like a shortened version almost. This hotel appears to have 3 rooms. There's 2 up there, there's 1 down there. That's not much of a hotel if it only has 3 rooms available in such a big building. Okay. I think I'm done exploring. North, Roland Landing Port. It's almost time to start our training, Estelle. Let's head over to the Guild House on the South Avenue. Oh, alright. Well, can I go to the port? It'll let me go to the port. Why won't it let me go that way? Grand Cell City, Bose City. Dangerous combustible objects prohibited. Alan, a lot of people will leave from Roland today, and a lot of people will come, which means a lot of chicks will pass through here. Score! Staring at these girls is one of my simple pleasures. You know what I mean, right, Joshua? Sure. Alan, you never change a bit. All this nonsense is the reason why you can't get a girlfriend. You wound me, Estelle. But it's because of this enjoyment that I feel that it's worth doing this job. It's a paradise! Ha 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 ha! This guy's a serious nut job. This guy's a creep. This is the entrance to the traffic control tower. Looks like this is where they control the lighting devices in the boarding bridge. Skip. The scheduled flight from Grand Cell is about to arrive. I'd better start making landing guide preparations. Nothing up there. I am now very uncomfortable. Yeah, me too. Alan's kind of a creeper. Fabre. Shoot, today of all days I slept in. I must have had one too many cold ones last night. It's interesting that he says cold ones and not just like beer. Wow, I can barely even see I can't even see myself. There I am. I wonder why it's got that little alleyway back there. Maybe that'll play into the story later or something. Anyway. So we need to, I guess, go to... Where did he say it was? Guild House on the South Avenue. I thought I looked at all the buildings. This is the cafe. That's the Orbit. Oh. How did I miss this? The Bracers Guild. Dislike Alan. Yes. There you two are. Good morning, Estelle. Good morning, Joshua. Aina's kind of pretty. I like things around the neck. Like chokers and things like that. Morning, Aina. Good morning. Is Shara here already? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. That's it? Okay. Nothing over here? No. Alright, let's go upstairs and finally do this. Ooh. This is the tarot woman we saw in the opening. Sherazard. The Star and the Hanged Man. The Hermit and the Magician. And last of all, Inversion through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How should I interpret this? Good morning, Shara. Well, if it isn't Estelle and Joshua, this is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured, why not? I'm ready to get the show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel that enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you! Every time I teach you something, you somehow manage to forget it. This training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it dribble out your ears like it usually does. They're so mean to Estelle. Damn. Ah, Joshua. Shara's picking on me. Don't worry, Shara. While Estelle may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, acts rashly, is overly naive, and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything, her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use an orb mint with some practice. Eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a sec, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Wow, the shade that Joshua's throwing right now. Whatever. By the way, Shara, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Well, that's surprising to hear. Charizard makes my queer little heart drop like hop like a frog. Charizard? Sherazard? Did it autocorrect to Charizard? If it did, that's hilarious. I'm sorry. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time we start your final training. I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. Making a joke on how her name is spelled. Oh, okay. She's pretty cool. I like her. This is the minimal level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function effectively. It was a good joke. I didn't get it. I'm sorry. And Estelle, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. Orb mints. Orb mints are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as orbal energy. A variety of effects can be produced depending on their structure and the type of quartz or processed septium installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, they play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. In connection, this technological reform is commonly known as the Orbital Revolution. Bracers are investigative and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability. Estelle is a herbo. A little bit. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting peoples and goods. Bracer Guild, which has established branches across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. The Kingdom of Liberl, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zemurian continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. I'm looking on the map here and I don't see Liberl. Western half of the Zemurian continent. There's an orphanage on the map. Mercia Orphanage. Interesting. Well, anyway. Liberl is proud to be one of the leading producers of septium on the continent, and is known for its high level of technology used to develop orbments. Orbment technology has also been a key pillar of support for Liberl in protecting its independence, as it has contended with neighboring nations. Yo, they got rupees. They sure do. They got all the rupees, too. The green's worth 1, the blue's worth 5, red's 20, silver's 50, and gold is 100. 10 years ago, when Liberl was invaded by the Erebonian Kingdom, it was the use of orbital power airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive. But thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Liberl enjoys peace. Let's see, since we've got a mountain of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a condensed review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to the practical portion of your training. Shara, how is today's practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if this were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is there won't be any studying at a desk involved. Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I didn't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked at a desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estelle. Let's just hope that smile on your face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. First objective, confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there's something we need to give the both of you. And are they ready? Yes, they are. Go get one for each of yourselves. These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Bracer notebook. Official way to record the status of your official jobs. Anything you may hear or anything that you may find and wear. These kinds of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's going to be a pain. Oh, please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me, because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there were two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estelle. Okay, I got it. Something about the sprites gives me Final Fantasy vibes. Yeah, it's giving me some kind of RPG vibes, yeah. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. 4 of them, to be exact. Go and check the job description. Who's in there? I'm getting tired. I was hoping to get through at least the training portion of this, but I don't know if I'm going to. Scheherazade, 500 Mira, Searching the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the contents of a chest. Books tab of the items menu. Very good. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which need immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Man, all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there's an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Now I'm motivated. Is that so? Had a change of heart, have you? It's interesting that they've got a capital I in his. Is that so? Had a change of heart. You betcha. Well, before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What we'll be doing this time? We'll be heading across the street to Mr. Melder's Orbital factory and learning about how to use its services. Graciously taking time out of his work schedule to explain things, and make sure to be on your best behavior. Learn how to use an Orbital factory services. You can modify your orbments and synthesize support quartz to use Orbital arts. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. It's a bit past 11. Don't know if you got somewhere to be tomorrow, but I know video games melt time. Yeah, I'm looking at the clock, and I'm like, let me try to get through this, and if I can't, let me at least get to a save point. Like a decent save point. The bracer business is a pretty risky but no, I don't have anywhere to be tomorrow. I'm just yawning also from talking so much. Pretty risky occupation, so the guild has a long-standing relationship with these Orbital factories. About as much as I can explain, leave the technical details to the expert. Mr. Melders, no problem. What is it that you would like to know about? Orbments are mechanical devices. We knew about that. We knew about that. Battle orbments enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. The shape of the fixed elemental slots and lines which connect them vary. In order to install quartz, you must have an open slot. Central slot is open, you have to pay to open other ones. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. So open the slots as quickly as you can. Got it. Magic, discharged exclusive 3. Blah, blah, blah. Arts. Several type of arts. You have to get quartz to do arts. So basically it's like the materia. If you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water elemental value. Good enough for now. Quartz are circuits made from Zeph. Raise their owner's abilities while making it possible for them to use arts. There are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of elemental quartz can be. Okay. Fragments of septium, which are dropped by monsters. Earth, water, fire, wind, time, space, mirage. Zeph can be exchanged for money almost anywhere, but you can also use it to synthesize quartz and open orbment slots. Cool. Answered all the questions. Try and use the services. Receive several of each type of elemental Zeph. Cool. Alright, so Joshua has to have time. Estelle can do anything. How can I look at them? Here we go. So all quartz okay. These are sealed. Joshua can only use time, and then all of those are sealed. Oh, good work so far. Quartz. So I need a time for Joshua. right? Yeah. Ooh, or we can pay a lot to open these things. Except I don't have enough to actually open it. It takes 30 for each of those. She actually needs less to open her slots. That's interesting. Joshua is adorable. I didn't really look at him that long. Let's do this. And which one should we synthesize for her? Let's look at her stats. She's cute too. Estelle Bright, Joshua Bright. Okay. So he's got higher strength. She has higher defense. She's got a little bit lower speed, but she's got better range. What's ATS? Files, no. Option. It won't tell me what ATS is. Maybe strength, defense, speed, dexterity, agility, movement, range. ADF. Is that like art, defense, and maybe art? I don't know. Well, in any case, let's actually equip that. So that boosts his speed by 1, and it gives him 2 arts. Clock Up and Soul Blur. Speeds up the flow of time, and 20% chance to make an enemy faint, I suppose. Cool. He got them he got them gigantic anime eyes. Absolute baby. Alright, so which one do we want to give to her? Let's give her... Let's give her wind. So if I just do this, can I just change it from here? Nope, that's just to open slots. So I have to actually equip it from here. Airstrike. What does airstrike do? Tears and shreds an enemy with compressed air. Cool. We're already an hour and 10 minutes in. We haven't got to a first battle or anything. Able to synthesize, increase the arts you can use. Now install a quartz into your orbment so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Looking at the arts and quartz charts in your braid to figure out which quartz. Alright, so... Racer notebook. Oh, there we are. We're not on the western edge of a continent. This is the eastern edge of a continent. What are they talking about? Quartz 1. So it looks like I need a blue. So then do I need to equip her with the blue one instead then? I guess so. So when it said choose anything you want for Estelle, and then it forces me to make a blue one. Interesting. Additionally, which quartz ladies, which arts? Training here. Open a new slot in your orbments. Nice. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value, open them up early on. Well, you know what? It's not letting me make the other ones. Pain in the ass. Do we want to open a slot for Joshua or for Estelle? We can't do them both. Do it for Joshua. Since your central slot is limited to a certain element, it would be best to increase your orbment's number of open slots early on. That's what I did. Includes your training here, the qualification test. Did you say test? You can't honestly tell me you forgot about the test. Again, can you? Didn't I just remind you this morning? Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. She's got a really awful memory. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's head over to the testing area. You mean like now? I don't know if I'm ready for... How about a little yes yapping and a little more walking? Yeah, let's go. Joshua, help me. Mr. Melders, Freddy, thank you for all your help. I'm gonna remember that you left me high and dry like this. Expect to see what you both... I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point. Oh look, it's that sewer grate that I thought would come into play later. What's wrong, Estelle? Shara? What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Cassius drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your bracer notebooks, unless you forgot that too. Pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells yet? What a relief. O divine Idios, I give thanks to thee for thy infinite grace in bestowing upon us such wonderful gifts as sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test. No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital Factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in a classroom are starting to feel like grand memories indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll even be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reminisce about positive things? It's enough. This is supposed to be a test. Try to look a little anxious. Just so you know, though, if you do happen to flunk the test, you don't even want to imagine the kind of homework I have in store for the both of you. We'll be fine. Just tell us what you wanted to do. Search in the sewers. Retrieve the contents of a chest. Layout of the sewers is extremely simple. However, there are real living, breathing monsters down there, so if you get careless and let on your guard, you will be sorry. And we got 3 healing items and a monster guide. Record information about monsters and other opponents. Whenever you figure out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in there. He who controls the flow of information. Why is everyone so mean to Estelle? She kinda deserves it a little. She's a little bit of an airhead. That's exactly what I'm saying. You've got a really good head on your shoulders, Jonathan. That's a pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tip, Shara. We'll put it to good use. Let's get pumped and knock out this test. First thing we're going to do is save. I'm going to try to get into like one fight maybe. There appears to be a recovery point set up over there. Look, there's a monster up in the upper left. Let's use it if our HP and EP become low before engaging in any further battles. Orbment charging stations are recovery points set up in dangerous areas. Is there a limit to the number of times we can use it? Does not appear so. That looks like an enemy. Monsters at 12 o'clock. Be careful not to let them take advantage of your blind side. Got it. Monsters cannot be seen from far away. They will become visible as you approach them. The conditions at the start of a battle will change depending on how a monster is engaged. Engaging an enemy from behind is advantageous, while being attacked by an enemy from behind is disadvantageous. Okay. Hint. Battle order bar. It indicates who attacks first, starts from the top, and moves down. So can I hit this thing from here? Attack an enemy. You may also use it to move if you're using a mouse and click an empty location. Highlighted area indicates like distance. When an enemy is out of range, just move you as close as you can to it. Yeah. Do I? Nope, apparently I don't have to do anything with it. So what, can I see what its range is? No, I can't. So we'll just move him here next to Estelle. Oh, it's not moving. I see. Alright, well then we'll advance them up together. It's still not doing anything. This battle music is bumping. It's kind of nice. They both get 10 experience. We got 4 and 2 and 2. Got juicy bone. Nom 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 nom. Juicy bone. And such an ingredient for soup broth. Used in numerous dishes. Actually, we've got the wind ornament that we made, so we might as well go ahead and equip that on Joshua. There we go. It looks like butterflies or something. Here comes some more. Depending on the enemy, some physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use arts, not physical attacks. Arts are effective on good long-range attacks. EP is consumed. EP can recover by resting it. Inns, hotels, charge stations. Yes, you just told me that. Okay. Let's try Aqua Bleed. And we'll try Airstrike on this one. $102, damn. 90. Cool. That was easy. Piece of cake. Excellent. We got some more Zeph. The crisp onion. Yum, yum, yum. Is that another cooking item? Yes, it is. This one's facing away from us. Estelle, let's try using crafts this time around. Since crafts have other effects besides just dealing out damage, they're worth a shot. Roger that! Crafts have range limits, can be utilized instantly. CP is gained by dealing out or receiving damage during battle. Craft points, I guess. They're both at 20 right now. Character-specific skills, which not only deal out damage, have a broad range of effects. Morale. A shout to encourage allies. Strength plus 20. Oh, I want to pummel it. What the hell? Come on. Dual strike. Double slash. 2 hits. Okay. Nice. We're going to make some fire soup with all this food we found in the sewer. Yeah. So Estelle has gotten the last hit in all of the other battles. I don't think it matters, though. Whatever. We'll just let her kill it. Never mind, she missed. And he missed. You know what? Looks like the strength increase wore off.
We're good to go.
Alright, we're good to go. Let's go, guys. Sepith, another bone, and a curative horn. What's a curative horn do? Ah. Another cooking item. Okay. Well, we're learning, and that's good. But it's also getting close to midnight, and I'm sleepy. Because I assume once we finish the test, we're going to have a lot more talking, exposition, everything. So we're going to go ahead and save our game here. And we're going to call that good enough for tonight. Exits. Cool. Alright, that is going to do it for tonight, guys. It was a good little 3.5 hour stream. We got through Zelda. We got through a lot of Hollow Knight. We will challenge the other Pantheon again at a later point in time. And I'm enjoying this so far. It's a ton of talking in the beginning, which my friend Joe did warn me about. But I like the battle system. It's kind of interesting once we get the hang of it and everything. I like kind of Battlefield being a grid where you can position and everything. Night, Zeph. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. Same to you, Twilight Rose. Hope you have a good day. Enjoy whatever you're able to do. And yeah, see you later.